Capricorn, cardinal Earth. So I think of Capricorn as like raising mountains, erecting structures. I think of Capricorn as like the archetypal businessman, really interested in building things to last. Ruled by Saturn, our lord of time and structure and discipline. So Saturn is quite calculated and in it for the long haul and interested in things for longevity. Why build something to last? We need to prepare for the potential threat of scarcity and the hardship that could come. And we need to be aware of the real threats that exist and plan physically around how to prevent bad things from happening that could. This is the nature of Saturn and also Earth, a Earth version of Saturn. And cardinal being oriented towards initiating, getting it started, getting things off the ground, building something because it's Earth, something physical, material, something that makes sense, that is practical to particularly ward against the threats of scarcity, Saturn. So I'm trying to illustrate how you can give your delineations, but then connect them back to these archetypal underpinnings. So we're not just spouting off any kind of feelings that you might have about Capricorns, but we can connect that. And also when we connect things to these core foundational philosophical principles underneath of everything, then we can also draw out the strengths and weaknesses of those things because we already have a whole framework around what the strengths and weaknesses of each of these pieces are. So this can give us insight into things that you might be inclined or strong with and things that you might need to work on. And that's how we use astrology for self-development. So the shadow side of cardinal Earth and Earth in this Capricorn way is that Capricorn will not be so oriented towards emotional things. Again, Earth opposite to water. Cancer is opposite to Capricorn, the mother, nurturer, supporter. Those are not things that Capricorn is inclined towards. Capricorn's way of taking care of things is in this earthly, physical way. I have planned my job out. I know that I have the money that I'll need. We have the structure, the business in place to take care of us, but it won't be in this felt emotional connection. That will not be what the earth signs are so inclined towards or strong with necessarily, unless, of course, you could be someone who maybe has an earth sun, but then everything else in your chart is water. So then you might be a more watery person after all. So this is not necessarily to speak to you and say just because you are a Capricorn, you are this way. You are not just Capricorn. Everyone has all 12 zodiac signs present in their chart and will have different aspects that are constellated in the zodiac for them, correlating with different parts of life at least. And probably you have different planets and angles and things that are different than just one element or sign.